Hello, everybody. Um, that's a video about why there is a detachment within the twin flames, and there was a few people continue asking me the same questions over and over, and I kind of like keep repeating the same answers. And maybe with this video, I'm gonna try to go a little bit more open, a little bit more deep at the same time, because seems like the people continue to go to this magical circle around and around and around and around, and they keep stuck in the same place because over the time they goes in and they don't learn the lesson, and then the year pass by and they're like, why I'm learning the same thing? Simply because you haven't learned the lesson, you haven't learned the understanding of the things. And why is it detachments between the twin flames? Why did the one runs away? Why they meet together but then all of a sudden pull it apart? Why is this magnetic force that's putting back together and try to get the attraction goes back? Why these feelings within the soul, they're so huge, like you feel like your twin is right next to you, and all of a sudden in the real life they're not. What is that physical detachment? It's there for it. So I'm gonna summarize right now a little bit for you, or at least I'm gonna give it a try. I made a video yesterday about what you want to focus in, and the focus is to focus on the soul, simply because your first union actually has to become in the soul, not in the physical. A lot of you focus on the physical part, and a lot of you feel this part inside of the heart, and the most highly active twin flames, they understand you have to focus on the soul, because if you want to love her, you love her soul, and then her soul comes back and she knows everything. Once the soul understands inside of her, everything's gonna be okay. Now, what's the reasons for the detachment? The reason for the detachment is that if you asking for the physical part, you to be together with them for whatever reason. You might need them for a reason for money, or you might need them reason for they supporting you, or may you need them and the physical so they can pay attention to you, or they gonna be living with you. You put the soul on a last position or below position, then you put your priority about something else that is not really make sense. And the hard part for you to understand is your 100% focus should be the soul, simply because your connection is a soul to soul. So if you focus on the body and you try to act it from a soul level to the body, it's not working. So there is a separation. There is a disengagement of the connection. If the one it's in the soul and the other one thinks it is a only a physical part, and what happens is that their illusion that it's for the physical part, they're actually disconnected from that, simply because they have to evolve to understand that this is a soul to soul connection. And when this parts of this disconnections going on, is because it comes in, it checks up on you. Hey, did you finally get it that we are soul to soul connection? And can you, for crying out loud, understand we need to appreciate our souls? If you one or the other is doesn't understand this is a soul to soul connection, you're gonna be disengaged. You're gonna go, you're gonna learn what you need to learn, or he's gonna learn what he needs to learn, and then come back together again. And then it's gonna be like, okay, did you learn this time that we are soul to soul first, not anything else? But if you try to tell them that you're gonna be in the physical or have to be in the physical, then the situation comes completely different again. And now here you go, you are disengaged again, you are disconnect again with your twin flame. And there is also another thing. It is that the old self, the old programming from people. If somebody says like, oh, he likes you because you're so much sexual, they put this program inside of your twin flame, and your twin flame thinks about it about sexual until they understand you love them because you love their soul. There is also this programming from religion. It's like, well, we cannot love nobody else like this, and the religion does not even have a ways to explain the twin flames. But the religion explains love, but they don't really have the profound part of what's going on. Specifically, when it comes to a level of the soul vibrations, you can ask them, they don't understand. But go and look at all the legends about Lele Manju. Very good story. If you don't know the story, go look at it. There is actually a small videos someplace about that story. Is that they hitting him, but the pains shows up on her hands. And anytime they hit him, she suffers, or anytime they hit her, he suffers. And this is the connection that is wanted to be shown over the years. That if something happens like this, understand it. It's just something extraordinary, and the society can try to provide a lot of effects over your twin flame connection. Specifically, if they're from a different religions, the religions can be put you down without understanding anything that's going on. But the soul knows itself. The question it is how you gonna perceive that, and you gonna be evolving to that point that you understand that it's the soul that's looking for this connection. It's not her body, it's not her heart. It's the soul that looks for this connection. Once the soul meets its counterpart, that's what those vibrations in the soul, they exist. Simply to tell you, focus on the soul. Don't look at it how beautiful he is, or how muscular he is, or how handsome or sexual he is. Don't thinking about to put him on a bed, or don't think that he makes so much good money you're gonna be okay with him. And when you try all that, the other twin feels like it's not the right thing, and they gonna disengage. There's gonna be some problems. There's gonna be some cases. There's gonna be some situations, and that's why about your twin you have to focus 100% on love within the soul. If they're married, there's gonna be some situations. If you are married, it's gonna be some situations. If you are married, you probably feel guilty that you sleeping next to somebody else and you have this love for that person, and you are misunderstood. Why? You're not living your truth. Your twin not living your truth, and the truth is you two have a soul connection. And this is why the twin flame comes in and check up on you, even in 5D or 4D or 3D, whatever you want to call it. It comes in to check up on you. How the things are you ready for soul to soul connection first? And when the two comes in together, soul and soul, then everything else will come down from soul to heart to the physical part. Two bodies come together, okay. And everybody that told us that we have to look at how pretty they are, we have to look at it, what kind of family they are, is she's from good family or he's from a good family, if she makes a lot of money, if he or lazy. That's gotta stop, because they don't teach you the most important part, that the relationship lasted for a long time, and that is he is beautiful as a soul. Because when the woman love the man in her soul, she is not capable to love nobody else like that. Once the woman really love that person in her soul, then the soul loves it. It doesn't matter where she is or whatever, whoever it is. All she's gonna be looking at is for that soul. It's same thing. It's with the male. The male one, he falls in love with one woman. He loves only that woman. That's it. He tries. He does. He does. It happens to a lot of men, and that's why sometimes through a life, when the man falls in love with another woman when he's already married, he's got problems with sexual experiences. Guess why? Because his love shifted. He loves moved towards somebody else. That's it. It is what it is. It's the truth, and that's why it's happening to it. And when that love on the male or the female, it's connected on a high level of the soul, then it's required that soul vibrations to bring this part. And this part between the twin flames, it's a game that in order you to win that game, you have to understand. Focus on the soul. The rest of them you have no controls over at all. If your twin flame is stuck in a 3D, or they stuck in the money, or they stuck in a whatever the situation is, they will come to at some point is there's gonna be like I need to see this guy. Any sense I've been with this guy, if something happened to me, I can't live like this. Then you fit in the physical, and then he's gonna be like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's about you. And then you will explain it to them. You and I, we have a special connection. You have to understand. You have to accept it and stop being stubborn. Stop being stubborn, and please surrender to this. Try to understand it, because that's how it is. That's how it goes. And that's why I keep talking to a lot of twin flames, is for crying out loud, coming out in the public that you're a twin flame. And the reason I'm telling to these people to coming out in the public as a twin flames is simply because it is what it is. You changing the society. We're here to change this stupid society that it's thinking about the relationship is strictly sexual. It's strictly about the material stuff and gains. There has been thousands of years of programming, and these 1,000 years of programming have to stop at some point. They have to change, simply because if you want to evolve as a humanity, as a whole, we have to start listening to the soul. That's it. Now, who prevent us from information about the soul? Who told us that the soul love did not exist? Who told us they removed these parts of knowledge about the soul, or how that knowledge about the soul was prevented not to be a public? Don't worry about that part at all. Somebody did something a while back in the past to control the humanity. Screw them. They'll get it. It's gonna become Zen. If they keep doing the same thing, if it doesn't serve the purpose of what's going on right now, it's gonna die. If it is a religion, if it's old beliefs, if it is a parenthood programming, or if it is a culture programming, it's gonna go fade away. Simply because when the real love hits within the soul, guess what? The soul knows the truth. Doesn't matter what you're telling afterwards, the soul knows it. You cannot escape of that. And that's why when you have this connection with soul to soul, it is about the one twin flame. Are you living your truth? Are you saying your truth? Are you being your truth? And the other twin comes in, it's like, are you been living your truth? Yes, okay, well, then maybe I have to live my truth as well too. And that's how it comes in and up and down into it. Because if the other twin doesn't live it true, he feels it that is not right. He feels it that it's not proper, one way or another. But as we as a human that we are doing this transition, we want everything to be now, and the minute, and the second, right away, everything to be fast. Well, you can't just change overnight from thousands of years of programming and you get your old self die and you become a new personality, new self. Yes, it happens overnight, but it takes time until the new information kicks in inside of you and you become this higher self personality within the body, and you start expressing yourself as your new self. Your old self, it's already someplace else, die, gone, disappear, vanish, because it's old programming. It's a programming that doesn't serve purpose anymore. And more twin flames coming out and open, and they start talking about this and start getting in this. We're gonna be changed this society by our examples. And the society has to know about this love. Because simply when this love kicks between two individuals, the society to understand there is something going on special, we have to leave it alone. Let's see how it's gonna evolve. Let's see how it's gonna be. Because over generations and generations, there has been these stories about lovers. You take any culture, they have these legends about lovers. And you go ahead and look at it. Some of that story, some of that love stories, it's probably similar to the one you are. I made that video a long time ago about it. What is your love story? You as a twin flame probably match up one of those stories. But if you take a look at it into all the stories, there is this disengagement, there is this part of separation, simply because they both have to understand their truth. And if you're not your truth, then what? You're the lie. And when a twin flame comes in, specifically within the soul that knows the truth, and you focus into the heart or to the financial part or to the physical part, or if you're a female, for your security, because the woman feels so insecure, she needs a protection, right? The soul feels it that you asking for that male to provide for you, to serve to you, and he's like, no, you have to love me for my soul. Yeah, I can do the providing and everything, but the priority is the soul. And that's why a lot of the females, they keep suffering, because they want the attention, they want holding the hand, they want the love. And a lot of the females, they don't focus on the soul, they focus on the other parts, or they focus on the material part, that, oh, he can come in and we're gonna be all together and he provide things for me. Change your focus, and your focus will bring you to different levels. And another part I want to explain to the males who are hiding out there is that if you're hiding, from who you're hiding, you cannot escape God. You cannot escape what's going on in your soul. You can't just simply walk on this earth, pretend like nothing happened. And some of you, as a males, are really a bunch of wheezes, scared the crap out of you inside of you, simply because you don't live your truth. And you go back to this woman that she has so much attraction to you, and you don't know why, and you feel confused. You are confused as a male simply because you try to deny the truth inside of yourself. Your soul somehow loves that woman. She's not pretty. She's not by your standards. She's not perfect. She might be from different culture, different background. Okay? But she wants to make you feel home. And somehow your soul wants to go home with her. But you are in a way. Why? Because it's more important to you she to be sexually attractive, or she to be the perfect one for you. By she to be silent, you tell her what to do and she's doing it, and you have your peace of mind. Well, that's not how that works. You find and you bring the peace as a man inside of you, as in soul, and you make that peace inside of that woman in the soul, and then you will understand what home is. Because in the end of the day, as a man, you will have to understand that you can provide security, you can provide anything about this woman, but there is nothing else more important as a man. You to provide her peace in the soul, to hug that woman, to kiss her on her forehead, and she to feel deep inside of her soul the peace you bring to her. And that will taking care of everything else. That will taking care of her heart, that she knows she's taking care of. That will take care of her insecurity. That will taking care of everything else that she's been looking for. But it started from the one person. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you out. I hope you finally getting that when you're in a soul relationship, stop focusing on the wrong things. Start doing the right things. Otherwise, there's going to be this disengagement process. Thank you so much, and be love.